Welcome to Design Fusion's Solid Edge blog. In this release, we'll look at the Relationship Assistant. The Relationship Assistant is a tool in the Sketch environment which helps you fully constrain your profiles and sketches. A fully constrained profile or sketch allows designers to capture the design intent at the profile or sketch level. In the ordered paradigm, when you edit a fully constrained profile or sketch, you can predict how the 2D geometry will change, which then drives the 3D geometry. The Relationship Assistance command is found in the Relate group on the Home tab in the Sketch environment. It analyzes any selected unconstrained elements and displays the number of relationships needed. The tool can also be configured to apply dimensions and relationships for you. It also contains a Show Variability option. This can be used to illustrate how the shape could move in its unconstrained condition. The example on this slide shows me that I need 4 relationships to fully constrain this profile. By repeatedly clicking on the Show Variability button, I can see how this would move in the unconstrained condition, and this can help me determine what constraints are missing. I can also configure this tool to have it apply geometric and dimensional constraints automatically for me. In the Options dialog, you can determine which geometric constraints you want to use and which dimensional constraints you want to use. You then select the geometry and follow the prompts, and the system will apply constraints for you. I'm in the Sketch environment here, and you'll notice that I have my relationship colors turned on, but this isn't black, so I know it's not fully constrained. I'll launch the Relationship Assistant command found in the Relate group, and the vertical command bar appears. I'll start with the manual process, and I'll select the geometry, and I'll click on the Show Variability button. The command indicates that I need 3 relationships to fully constrain this, and as I click on the option again, notice the ghost image, which shows me how the profile is free to move. From this motion, I've determined 2 things. There's no dimension placed on the inside arcs, and secondly, the shape is not positioned in space or grounded in space. Therefore, to fully constrain this, I first have to apply a dimension to this arc. If I then run the Relationship Assistant again, you'll see that when I say Show Variability, I now only require 2 relationships to fully constrain this profile. To position this in space or lock it in space, I'll connect the center point here to 0, 0. Notice it's turned black, and if we run the Relationship Assistant a third time, you'll notice that 0 relationships are now required. I'm going to undo this and take it back to its original state. Next, I'll show you the automated way to use this. We'll launch the command again, and we'll go into the options. Now at this point, I don't want to add any geometric constraints, so I'm going to turn those off, and I'm just going to add dimensional constraints. And I can pick the type of constraints that I want to place. As well as when I'm dimensioning it, I can choose the format or scheme that I want it to use. In this case, I'll use stacked. Once that's set up, I select the geometry, I accept it, and then I follow the prompt. I'm prompted to select the horizontal dimension origin and then the vertical dimension origin. As soon as I select this, the dimensions are placed, and you'll notice that I'm fully constrained now. Notice that the system chose to dimension the inside arc this time. Plus, we set it up to fix the position of the shape by using dimensions off of the axes instead of a connect point. If you want to learn more, remember to check out our online training page at the website listed here, where you will find a continually growing library of Solid Edge courses.